Ciao friends! Let's see how to display real estate available units with Synoptic Panel in Power BI. We have seen many real estate companies using Publish to Web to share reports created in Power BI just to show the units available in a new residential development. For example, in this report, you see that there are several colors representing the state of the property, and by moving the mouse, we can see in a tooltip the information about the size, the type of the unit, and you can also choose the type of the unit here and highlight only those units that correspond to a certain category. Now, this information can be made public to the website of the company, and of course there are also it's also possible to interact with the report. And more important, this report is automatically updated. So when the company has a new state because they sold the property, then this report is updated automatically. Usually once a day. We don't have a real-time update of the sales in this case, but this is just to give an idea about what is possible to do. It's also possible to interact with the report. For example, with this Navigate tool, you can link an external website, like in this case a form, to capture the information about the customer. Remember, this is something that you can publish using Publish to Web, so there is no need to any login and no additional licenses for publishing the report. So for example, the report that you see here can be published and embedded in the website of the company without requiring additional licenses, because Publish to Web does not require any additional payment for Microsoft. Of course, Synoptic Panel is a commercial tool, commercial visual, that requires the payment if you need more than 15 data points. So if you only have 14 houses to show, that's completely free. But this is interesting because anyone can create this report. In the case study that we published, I'm going to show you this one, we show step by step how we went from a simple table that has, in this case, let's see if I can show you, a simple table that has only the ID of the house, the name of the house, the information that you want to represent in the tooltip, connecting the SVG file that has the drawing that represents the area. Now you might think we could use a map to do that. True, but the map usually requires many more information, geographical information that you might not have, especially if there is a new development. The actual map will be completely empty, whereas in this case you can have a richer map that is, let's say, closer to the layout that you want to provide in terms of the final result of the residential development. So this is what you can do in with Synoptic Panel in this specific use case. The white paper provides many information about how this solution has been built, and you can see that you can also include information like the floor plan for houses that have multiple levels, and everything can be integrated in the same report. The white paper also contains instructions, for example, about the DAX code needed to create the dynamic URL that points to the form that includes also the information about the house that the customer could have chosen in the report. So take a look at the Synoptic Panel on OKVIZ.com, and this is just another of the many use cases that you will find on our website.